Well, hello everyone, welcome. I'm Katie, and this is a Fountain Pen Awakening, and I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're doing super good. Here I am finally doing my June 2026 currently inked in retrospect, because I have just got this new ink journal, which I'm loving to bits. So I've just given myself some time to catch up on, filling it out and stuff. So some inks have carried on from May into June, and some of these inks are going to be carried on into July, because I haven't really had time to write them all out. Now, some will be in different pens going into July, and some I've written out. Now, with Hisoku, I have got that in my Pilot Explorer. I'm not going to showcase that today because I've got that as my July journaler pen and ink combo. So I'll showcase that later on. Now, how many inks have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 inks. Yeah, and these last two inks I just added to my, thing. All right, so here we go into the month of June. How I'm doing, I'm on here, I'm just recording what I'm using to journal with in my journal, and I've got a fave pen and ink combo. Today, or this month, is Esterbrook Blue Nouveau with Ferris Wheel Press Age of Aurum, which I really love that combo. I wrote super well. And then on the other plate I got ink impressions, or inks that impress. Now this is the ink that I've been using in my journal for June. Now what I didn't realize is this has got a bit of shimmer to it, and yeah, it is Cutie Inkpot, a certain soft candy, and I didn't realize, but when I did this swatching here, I can see the shimmer, but not in the writing, which is so bizarre to me. Now, this was inked up in my Galen Leather X, which is Bohemian Twilight. It has a cursive smooth italic medium on it, and I really like this pairing, this ink and combo. This ink and pen combo was great. Really enjoyed that. Next ink is a favorite of mine. This is Leatherwood Honey. It's a Van Diemen's ink. I have a bottle of this, and I have nearly finished this bottle, which is the first ever bottle I have actually nearly finished. Inked up in my TWSBI or aluminium, I should say. TWSBI 580 aluminium Sunset. And I love the shading. This is an ink that, depending on what pen you have it in, it comes across as being a little bit brown at times. And I prefer it when this beautiful shade of honey comes through. And in this pen, it's working really well for me. So I'm carrying that over into July because I love it. And I just sort of discovered this pairing. So yeah, love this and enjoying that really very much. Now this here is my Yamabuikiiro. This is an ink I have a bottle of. I love it to bits, and it is always paired in my Pilot Metropolitan Goldie with a medium. This is a bonded pair. This ink shades so beautifully in this pen, and it doesn't work like this in any other pen I've tried it in. So this will be an ink that I always have inked up in this pen, always. This is the thing of beauty, of joy. Now, this was a real revelation to me, the Age of Aurum, Ferris Wheel Press. Love this shading. It reminds me a little bit of Inaho, especially when I played around and gave it a little bit of water when I was inking, when I was playing around with my paintbrush. It's inked up in my Esterbrook ST Blue Nouveau. That's got a cursive smooth italic fine nib, and it's been really working well even with a shimmer, because this ink has shimmer in it, and I'm just loving this combo. Next is Miscanthus Hills. This is a sample I got from Rebecca Logan. She sent me heaps of inks in a big batch last year. I didn't think it would be legible, but it is super legible, and I've got it in my lemon meringue. This has got a cursive smooth italic medium on it, and it writes super well. I love that it's legible, and also if it is a shimmer ink, it writes super. I've had no problem, and because of this, I want to do more exploration of Lennon Toolbar inks, because that's a new ink to me. Now, Fanyantan, this is one of those inks that is a chromo shader. This is called Yearning for Immortality, and as you can see, it writes this grey sort of greeny, but then when you add a little bit of water to it, see how it has pink and blue coming through? And so it is definitely a chromo shader, but when you write with it, it's kind of like that grey kind of colour, greeny. I've got it inked up in my Just Turnings Smoky Red. Love, love, love this combo. This has got a cursive smooth italic medium on it. And yeah, so interesting. Next is my Kyo Evo Soft Snow of Ohara. I have a bottle of this. This ink doesn't get enough love and doesn't get enough use, but it is a perfect, beautiful, stunning ink. I love it. So well behaved. I had it inked up last month in my Brown Orchid. I did a video on that, so go check that one out. My favorite writer for May. Obviously it's not inked up in my Brown Orchid anymore. I've put it in a different pen because I've carried that into July. Now this ink is so well behaved. It's a beautiful purple, and yeah, as I said, it doesn't get enough love, so happy with this one. Next one is my Seigaiha. I love, love, love this green. I'm umming and ahhing about getting a bottle of it. It is a chroma shader. It has pinks and sort of bluey grey greens coming through. I had it inked up in my blue-green Lamy Oster. This is, I think, a special edition, limited edition. It has a fine nib on it, and yeah, love the pairing. And I've got some new inks coming, so I held off on buying a bottle of that to check out new green inks. This is another bottled ink I have. This is Basilica Red from Troublemaker Ink. I love these sort of terracotta ready colors. This is been inked up in my Just Turnings, what's me call it? I can't remember. Espresso Martini. So this one here is Alpha Scorpii. I love this ink. It's got a beautiful blue shimmer to it. I have had it inked up in my Kaveco aluminium blue denim, wash denim. It has you know, that blue shimmer I like, so I pair it with this because it matches the body of the pen. This has a 1.1 stub on it, which gives it a really fun kind of a way to write with, and it showcases the color. Now this I love. This is Robert Oster Aqua, and it's a beautiful blue without being too tealy. I love the fact that it has this red sheen to it. And then this is, I bought it to go into this pen here, which is my Harry Potter Ravenclaw aluminium, All-Star Owl aluminium. Anyway, so I love this. And then I did also a doodle, or, you know, like a Zentangle doodle with it. I just think it's a fantastic ink without being too tealy. It sort of keeps its blue color. Now, Peridot green. Oh my goodness. Did you guys know that this thing has a shimmer to it? I had no clue. Because when I write with it, I have never seen the sheen. But when I did this swatch here, for some reason the sheening came out, and I've never noticed that before, which is super, super bizarre. So this I've got inked up in my Moonman, or, you know, Mahjong, a C1. And I've carried it into July just because this ink doesn't get enough love. I have a whole bottle of it, and I hardly ever use it because I'm always testing out you know, greens that I have in samples and stuff like that. But really, really nice ink. I love this ink. I love Lamy crystal inks. They've got such great viscosity. Now, excuse me. This is my Dafu Plums. I've popped it in May because of the color of the ink. In retrospective, you know, to fill out this journal, I had this inked up in my Lamy Oster. I call it Firefly, but I think it's called Charged Green. This Dafu Plums is a Fanyantan ink, and it is a chroma shader. It's got some pinks coming through. I think it looks really good in that pen. Now, I know I drew that bottle and it looks a bit dodgy, but don't worry about it. It's just fun. It doesn't have to be perfect with my doodles and stuff. This is the pink I have Fanyantan a bottle of. I had it inked up in my Twisby cream with rose gold hardware. The thing about this is the medium is a little bit juicy, so I've changed it. This is my Felissimo Chocolate Museum Kobe ink that I put in my Galen Leather Ebonite Red. I love this ink. That was the winner of my pink ink exploration. I have a bottle of it. And yeah, it writes a little bit dry though, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But yeah. And then last but not least is a Cat at Noon. A Cat at Noon, right? Very super dry ink. I had it in my Prera Ivory with this calligraphy medium nib, but even with that it just wrote so dry and really hard to write with. Pity, because it's a beautiful ink. I love this ink. It's really pretty but hard to write with. And then just to write and finish up the sample, I did a quick Zentangle doodle, and yeah, just been having fun doing that to write it out. So there you have it, my friends. Currently inked in June. As you see in the monthly, I keep the log of it. Then we go into currently July, so we will be carrying some across. I do have some new inks coming that I've ordered, so hopefully then I can add those. I have lots of pens to clean out, and so then to make room for these new inks that are coming. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. Please help me reach 800 subs. Give us a like, even though if you don't, you know, like my content, but you just give us a tick of appreciation. Until my next one, ciao, Ellie.